Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Netherwar. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight while we have our shenanigans, because this has been a fun session for me, and I hope for everybody else out there. It's a little slower than it has been the last few weeks, but not every week has to be going to the underworld to rescue the Freedom League or facing off against Omega and trying to avoid the end of all things. Sometimes you just send Thunderbolt on not a date,
Oh,
Or you give a Karen her just desserts.
or you give a Karen her just desserts.
that was so great.
Yeah.
So yeah, our heroes have returned from space after a 2-week hiatus. They have returned to their regular lives to find some lives in a pretty good state and some lives in a not so good state. Yeah, lots of secret identity drama. So we love it. I'm here for it. It's good for the characters. It's good for me. It's good for the players. I guess I will leave it up to you guys. Do you all want to jump right back into the gala, or do you want to reconvene and discuss at Karen or at Gemma's Reiki sessions that she's scheduling out for each of you?
I leave that up to you guys. It can be a off-scene thing that happens, or we can play it out.
Were the appointments like all at the same
No,
time?
no. She basically scheduled everybody for an hour and a half, but with a half-hour grouping in between. So, Centuria is at 10, Bowman is at noon, Mortis is at 2, and Overdrive would be at 4.
Well, yeah, for sure. Bowman will show up to that.
Yeah. I think it'd be fun to play it out, at least like a little bit, like short scenes.
Yeah, go for
Okay.
it. Go crazy.
So Centuria will show up and she's looking like a whole wreck. Like she looks like not as bad as when she, first got here, but like not much better. And she's also wearing clothes that don't really match because she doesn't really remember how to dress. Okay.
Hi, Centuria. It's Kate, right?
Yeah.
Come here. And she's going to give you a hug. I'm sorry about last night. I had to deal with a customer, and I shouldn't have snapped at you.
No. It's okay. I didn't realize that what I said to Thunderbolt came across as flirty until Davy said something to me, and then I panicked, and Davy said to text you, so I texted you.
Okay. It's fine. You can text me for things like that. Here, I'll take you in the back. We'll get you set up. You can just kind of, we'll do a massage, and then you can kind of tell me where you feel like there's a block in your energy. I'll just kind of work my hands over it. I don't usually touch you while Reiki's going on. I'm just looking for energy points that I can kind of release for you. Try to maybe move some things along. Okay?
Okay.
So, Gemma hasn't probably worked on a superhero, especially not a paragon with super tough skin. So, she gets the super deep massage that Karen got last night, except it's just like doing a deep massage. The only reason it's the super deep one is because of how hard Gemma has to work to get the muscles to actually release. And then during the Reiki session, so she'll be kind of working at things and basically like, so what do you feel here? And she's gonna like kind of hover her hands over your third eye region. Are you feeling any kind of or seeing anything while I'm here? Because I'm feeling a lot of conflict.
All of her answers are just like really sad and depressing answers.
With knowing that, Gemma basically will at the end of it, she's like, well, the massage might not be able to work too well for you, but I think we could do some stuff with the Reiki if you want to come back for some extra sessions. I think we can clear some stuff up.
That would be good. Do you wanna be my friend?
Hey, I thought we were friends. I mean, we followed you to go rescue the Freedom League.
Yeah, but that was more like a duty thing. I don't I don't really have anyone here since I got back. I used to have Dave, and now Dave is, Dave. So
It's not the same Dave.
yeah, I feel lonely and off, and it'd be nice if I had people to spend time with when we're not doing, you know what.
Yeah. No, of course. Of
Okay.
course.
Well, I'll get out of your hair. Bowman's next, right?
Yeah, we'll see when he shows up. Yeah.
Wait, what about
Okay.
me?
Oh,
Davey has a little Barbie plastic pink towel around his shoulders.
this is a weird request. But is there any way you'd be able to do Davy?
Well, I can't really massage the plastic, but I can.
You massage
do...
Centuria. She's made out of, like, Centuria.
Still flesh.
She'll just hand Davy over to you.
All right.
Do what you can.
We'll put Davy down, and Gemma will basically do a little bit of the Reiki over Davy. Do I get anything from him by doing this?
Roll a perception check.
Perception or expertise magic?
Perception.
Okay. Just checking.
Because you bought that emotion reading stuff, right?
I did. I got a 22.
As you were.
Okay.
Dang.
Well, I can. There's certainly something going on there, but he would have to come back for extra sessions too, for me to figure anything out.
Can we be scheduled at the same time?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Ask her
And
if
then
we get a
she'll
group
take-
rate.
I don't think she's charging us for this one, buddy.
What about the next one? This is her business.
How much do you charge?
Massages
How much do you charge for Davy?
for you guys, your friends. I've got plenty of other customers that would make up the rest of the business. Trust me.
I need to pay you. I can't just not pay you for doing a service. That's how this works, right?
Okay. Usually, yeah. So I usually charge 75 for the hour massage, and the Reiki session is 50.
Alex, do I get paid for being a superhero?
Falcon wants to know that answer too.
Like, I need to know.
Nick wants to know.
Yes, there is a monthly stipend that you get from the Freedom League for being in the Freedom League.
Okay.
At least in my version of it. I don't know what the official answer is to that question, but Daedalus makes sure, especially the people who can't have regular jobs, have money.
Okay. Then yeah, that's no problem. Thank you again. And then she'll take Davy and she'll put him in her little purse like a dog where he's like halfway hanging out of it. And she'll walk out.
And you pass Bowman on the way in.
Oh,
She'll like
you
reach out and like squeeze his arm, like, have fun.
you pass a guy with sunglasses on and red hair and sideburns.
Centuria probably knows Bowman's secret identity.
Yeah, probably.
So
So yeah, as she passes, he'll say, "Kate, Davy."
Mutton chops?
Davy, stop.
Did he do something?
No.
Okay. Okay. That is great. We'll
Okay,
worry about that later.
Tell me he looks like a Rob Liefeld character.
I'm not telling him that, Davy.
So rude.
5 feet. So yeah, I guess Fletch will head on inside.
And so Gemma will have the room fixed up, and she'll come back out, and she'll meet you, and she'll bring you in the back, and she'll say, "Have you ever gotten a massage before?" I'm probably guessing yes.
I have, but probably not like this.
Probably not. I do. If I need to, I will pull on. I will use my malachite if there's any healing that I need to do. Is that okay? I usually, for the customers that really need it, I help, but I don't want to do any magic if you don't want me to.
No, that's fine by me.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm still a little sore after our adventure, so.
Uh, and have you ever had a Reiki session?
No, I haven't.
Okay. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of work through the energy lines of your body. And you're going to tell me what you're feeling in certain areas. I'm going to tell you what I'm feeling. And we're just going to kind of work through some of the bottlenecks in your body. Okay.
Okay, let's
All right.
let's do this.
So Gemma will work on Bowman with the massage. She'll pay specific attention to his arms, his forearms, and his lats, delts, and the back muscle. Excuse me, and all of the other back muscles, basically to release everything from him, specifically pulling the bowstring back
A lot
every
of
time.
repeated motion.
Yeah, a lot of repeated motion.
Um,
Little bit of work,
Yep.
little bit of work in the legs, but mostly focusing on the upper body, since that's where you tend to do everything from.
Yeah, and there's definitely like a lot of like old. There's definitely signs of like old injuries, like old scars, bruises, probably a burn or two.
Yeah. Well, and the magic won't help with that because it doesn't restore anything of that nature. But if there's anything that was there, she would do it and kind of like just set things like, oh, that muscle's torn. It's fine. You don't have to worry about that anymore, type of thing. And then she'll focus on, when she's doing the Reiki, she's going to notice something in your throat chakra. And the throat chakra is one that's about you speaking your truth. Basically, you being able to project what you're thinking, what you want to say. And since she's finding that it's blocked, she's thinking that you're having an inability to get beyond that. So she basically says, is there anything relating to that you can
something
relate?
that I need to say, something I need to get off my chest?
It's just something to think about in terms of if there's something that you feel is blocking you from being able to do the things you need to do, the things you want to do. Just focus on that and let me work through the rest of it. So she's going to kind of work through the rest of it, not find a whole lot of other like blocked areas. Definitely the solar plexus chakra is probably tight but not blocked. It's just the throat that she's noticing specifically. So it's up to you what you deal with that.
Okay. He will take that advice. I don't know if he's going to say anything about it now. He will probably try to change the subject just a smidge.
Sure. Go ahead.
He'll say, about our earlier conversation, there's someone you should meet. Sophie Quarrel. She lives in the South Side area. I've been working with her to try and do what I can around the neighborhood.
Okay. I got an invite to Sala's gala on Friday.
Oh yeah, I've got one of those too.
Oh, is she coming with you?
Yeah, she's my +1, is what we agreed on calling it.
Okay. Yeah. You can introduce us then.
Perfect. Okay. This was actually very relaxing, so thanks again.
Yeah. If you want to make this a regular thing, I can get you on the books. It wouldn't be a problem. I'm going to see Kate in a couple of weeks, so.
If you want some new clients, some higher paying ones, I know people who also know more people.
I'm not going to be, I can't be a personal masseuse to those in the city with money. I do have to kind of serve the people that I've been serving for a while. I mean, I don't get me wrong. I don't mean that I wouldn't want more clients, but it's just me. I do have an assistant that I'm going to be getting up to speed, but we're a small shop. We don't really have a whole lot of, well, I'm not going to have a whole lot of time with what the Frito League's got us doing to, go around giving people massages, extra people massages, but I'm muttering, I'm sputtering. Let me think on it. Okay.
Sure. I still kind of I don't know if I've paid you back fully for kind of saving all our lives out there. So least I can do is at least leave you a positive review.
I appreciate that. The BBB got notice of one of my more challenging customers' complaints and sent me a letter. That should be taken care of now. I would hope, but I don't think our rating will drop just because of one.
Yeah, no. Once you get a rating from me, it'll never drop again.
Good to know. All right. Well, it was good to see you again. And like I said, just take some of the things that I talked about in mind, and hopefully the next time we do this, I don't find as many blocks.
Yeah, maybe. He's gonna head off. Fletch is like noticeably less grim when he doesn't have the bowman suit on.
Something about the suit.
And how much I need it.
Gemma, I forgot to ask. Andy, does Gemma have a +1 that she wants to take to the gala?
No, she doesn't. Theoretically, she could take Sam, and she might, but she doesn't have a +1 specifically.
That's cool.
Could have been Bowman, but Bowman messed up.
Bowman's got 2 others already.
All right, who's after Bowman?
Mortis.
Cool. Mortis will show up, trying not to look too conspicuous. Just an old metal T-shirt and jeans.
So Gemma will come out and she'll see you come in, and she'll walk over and give you another hug, and she'll say, I apologize to Dave yesterday, and I didn't get a chance to do it to you. I am so sorry.
It's fine. Shit happened.
Oh.
You don't know the half of it, so.
Well, you can tell me if you want. If not, I'm not going to pry. I am going to pry as to how Nick's doing. So, come on, let's get in the back and let's see what's got you all in a tizzy. I'm assuming the soul vault is out for in terms of massage, which that takes up your upper left or upper right. Okay, so upper left.
Yep.
Okay, so she'll focus more on the back. She'll probably have you up on your arms to get the soul vault out from pushing on the table. And then she'll work the upper shoulder on both sides and work down the lats, work down the back muscles. She'll have you pull out your hands and kind of lay on your side, and she'll work the arm and the fingers on both hands. Just to kind of, because again, the casting motions for a lot of your spells or anything of that kind of repeated motion, everything's through there. And then she will get you on the Reiki table. And then the point where she's going to notice for you is the heart center chakra. So dealing with all that fun stuff. So she's like, okay, wow, there's a lot here. And there's a lot of guilt. There's a lot of happiness. There's a lot of sadness. You are just one big ball of conflicting emotions, Derek.
Pretty much.
And that is probably how you were 10 years ago, too.
And more so. Something the others don't know. Hades has his clutches on Nick.
That's terrifying.
I was given the choice of either having Nick brought back to me or freeing the Freedom League.
You made the tough call. You made the heroic call.
That's the one I had to do. I mean, the Freedom League. So
yeah.
And then Daedalus offering me a spot in the Freedom League. He knows I did time in the Blackgate Penitentiary.
Obviously, he's trying to pull in every bit of magical help he can get. I mean, I don't see anybody other than Siren helping Freedom League with any kind of magical talent.
It's just, it was a little, it was a lot. I mean, I thought 7 was dead, which is, I couldn't, and more of the Freedom League died at my, when we could have stopped them, I had to go get them. I mean,
It's okay, Derek. I understand. I mean, I left you guys there with a plan. I didn't tell any of you my plan. I just left. I just went and did it. I feel horrible because if it didn't work, I didn't know what was going to happen to you guys.
we didn't have time. It wasn't like we can ask them to pause while we figured it out. I'm like, it was a mega. I mean,
Yeah, I know. It just, there's still a part of me that feels that I should have said something and just not just disappeared because, I mean, Dave might have thought I was running away again. You might have thought I was running away again. And I don't want to do that to you guys.
well, I wasn't helping. I was pushing people away. You know it. I know it. Dave knows it.
Well, Dave won't admit it. Dave saw us as, larger than we were. Both of us had our flaws, and as long as we acknowledge them and move forward, I think we'll be okay. But she taps your heart chakra center and says, you need to work on this.
Yeah, well, doing what I can.
He's good for you.
It's date night.
What does date night consist of?
I'm taking him to the gala. Yeah, I'm guessing you got an invite too, right?
Yeah, Sala gave me. I had one waiting for me when I got back to the shop. Bowman's going as well. I'm assuming Kate got one as well.
I think most of the Freedom League probably did.
Probably.
I don't know if anyone he wouldn't have invited except for maybe Daedalus because, well.
Of course. Dave's next. I'll have to check with him. He probably got one too, though. I mean, we all went and helped Sala out with the whole, Nexus issue in the book.
And the book did say something about maybe I could find a way in the Nexus to get Nick free. So
Something to ask Sala if you can pull him aside tomorrow night.
Thanks for reminding me of that.
Yeah, no problem. Now, Nick can benefit from this, right? When he's wearing the ring. All right.
Answer hazy. Ask again later.
All right. Well, you're bringing him. You're bringing him next time you get one of these. We'll see what I can do for him.
Cool.
And she'll give you a hug as you head out. And she'll tap her chest and at the heart center as you look back, just to kind of remind you one more time.
Dave, are you arriving to get yours?
Yes.
You stumble into Derek on his way out.
Oh, hey, 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 Derek. How's it going? This is
It's going.
Gemma's place, huh? You seem pretty relaxed. Must be good stuff.
Yeah, I got some stuff on my chest. So.
Oh, I get it.
Are you gonna see? Am I seeing you Friday? The two of you coming to the gala?
Yeah, the two of us. Yeah. Yep, we'll be there.
Awesome. Looking forward to it. Nick's been talking about it all week.
Cool. All right, let's party then.
And Nick will head over to his van and go back to the shop.
Cool. So Dave, you're gonna enter the shop.
Yeah.
So Gemma will come. Gemma will come up as you're kind of looking at the shop, and she'll give you a hug.
Hey, this is one of them naked places, is it? Like this is all like on the level. Sorry.
Massage and Reiki get a really bad rap because of TV. You know how hard it is to get insured to do this place? How many hoops I have to jump through? Because that's exactly what people think
Mm,
when they think of massage.
sorry.
She will she'll pull on your shoulder and she'll ruffle your hair. Come on, you big lug.
Okay.
So for Overdrive, she's going to focus completely on the legs and the hips on the massage. She's going to get in there real good, break up a lot of the myofascial, and just be like, wow, okay, I didn't think I realized how much you actually used these muscles when you were running. I don't think you realized how much you were using these muscles when you were running.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. Oh, easy there on the calf. Okay.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
That's good.
Yeah, you're supposed to tell me when it's a little too rough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So of course, as Gemma starts asking questions, Dave will get worked up, and then like he will sort of lean up from the waist, which is probably very painful on the spine, and then
Yeah, flat, Dave.
I'm
flat.
sorry, I gotta remember flat. Yeah. So I will sort of go into the whole a picture surfaced of Centuria and I at the pizza shop, and Tracy was a little hot about that, and it's been fire and ice since we're back, and like I don't like this big party thing, and I got assigned to it from my boss to go like cover it, and but then the invitation came to the house, and like I should take Tracy, but like Centuria will be there, like, and then he was sort of like arching his spine up, like sit up again
down.
Oh, sorry. I don't know what's going on. I don't know where my head is at.
Well, right now it's on my table. That's where it should be.
Oh,
so
yeah. Okay.
Give me a second. And so
Okay.
she'll stop with the calf, and she'll come up and she'll put her hands underneath your skull, kind of with her fingers right at the back of the base. And you just kind of relax into it, and it just kind of lets your head hang kind of weightless. Okay, so your head's here now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a little bit better. Thoughts are a little less racy, right?
Yeah.
Racing.
Yeah. I see what you did there.
Yeah. You love Tracy.
Yes.
I can tell. You told her the truth, right? Dave.
Well,
Dave.
I mean, I wouldn't lie to her. I just kind of left some stuff out.
Okay. Well, she can probably tell.
Yeah, that's kind of what I got to.
Come here. Let's that's it for the massage. Let me get you on the Reiki table and let me see where you're both most blocked. Okay.
Okay.
And so she's going to work through Overdrive, and she's actually going to note 2 points. One, the sacral chakra, and that is your creativity center. So she's going to be like, okay, I'm seeing a lot of blockage here. I know we've been gone for a bit, but I feel like you're not getting to do the things that you normally do. Have you not been doing as much with the paper?
I haven't. But there's some kind of weird I haven't really talked to somebody about with this thing yet.
Okay.
So you know about the wellspring of velocity, right?
What you've told us.
Well, I mean, sometimes I can't really figure it out either. So sometimes I get visions and things.
Okay.
So like here's the freaky part. So ever since this alternate Centuria showed up, and we never did figure out what happened to the regular Centuria, did we? Like the one with all the tats and stuff. Like, where did she go? I don't know. Anyway, so I started getting these weird. I don't even like not premonitions. I don't know all this. I don't know this new age stuff with the crystals and all, but like some of the stuff that this Centuria has said, like I've kind of seen some of it. And then there's these other weirdo things where it's like we did this before, but things were different. And like you weren't there. But Mortis was, but he looked different. There was this weird, like there was all kind of weirdness going on. And like we ran into the Freedom League, but it was a lot less friendly than it is this time. All I know is I got weird stuff going through my head all the time. And I can't, I don't know, up from down and right from left. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Well, I can look into if you need me to. There's probably something I can do. I might be able to talk to Sala tomorrow night.
Okay.
Are you going to the gala?
Yeah, I'm going, yes.
Okay. I can talk to Sala. Maybe there's something I can do. I still have that shard that we got from the Nexus. Maybe I can study that. Do you still have yours?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe we can take a look at that. But I would suggest for what I'm seeing here is you need to get, I think part of it might be, this might have to do with Tracy. Have you been doing anything different? And not that, Dave. I mean, have you taken her out of the city? Have you taken her somewhere new?
Well, I mean, I've only been back a couple days, and she's been pretty frosty, so I've been like really tiptoeing on eggshells, kind of stuff.
I meant before we had our little space
No.
excursion.
No, and that, like I said, like, I mean, all these weird visions, like they started happening since the weirdness started back up.
Well, it's for your creativity, just try going somewhere with Tracy. Try going somewhere new that she hasn't been. Just try being. Dave, you're good at this. Be spontaneous.
Yeah, but what about tomorrow night?
Well, tomorrow night, bring her, right?
And Centuria's gonna be there.
You're not going to be able to get around that, are you?
Wait, do you really think this is the place for a confrontation? Like,
why would it?
I cannot imagine this going well at all.
Dave.
Because like Centuria is all
Dave,
and Tracy is like, and I'm sorry.
So, well, if both of them are, as you say, then they're going to get along famously, and it will be bad for you if they get along famously, if you haven't been completely honest with Tracy about everything.
I don't know how to be. I don't know what's going on. It's hard for me to be honest when I don't know. Right? Like, I don't know what's going on.
None of us
weird vibes I'm getting from Centuria. Like,
okay,
I don't know what's going on.
Then you need to talk to Kate.
It's Thursday. I can't sort all this out by tomorrow.
Dave, you could run across this continent 10 times in the next hour.
Yeah, that's my feet. The brain and the mouth, sometimes they don't go so fast.
Well, here, it's less about your mouth and more about your ears.
Okay.
That means listening, Dave.
Okay.
Y'all are so lucky I've been muted this whole time. The noises I'm making right now are ridiculous. I've snorted like 6 times. Like, it's bad.
Oh.
Unleash the snorting.
Yep. So I guess the other part of Overdrive's Reiki session is his throat chakra, because he's not able to speak his truth.
He doesn't know his truth.
He doesn't know his. No, he doesn't know that truth. He knows enough about the other truth, depending on how he's feeling with about Tracy, and where he feels like he is with Centuria, to at least speak that to both Tracy and Centuria, and not leave it as this. Well, I'm just going to play both of them type of scenario, because he wouldn't play both of them. He's a
It's like,
hero.
he ain't no Cody, yo.
That's right.
That's the second time tonight I've channeled my inner Cody. This is not good.
Overdrive, I am willing to offer you a hero point that will be useful for our next session. If you
Yes.
don't follow her advice and go have this conversation right now, and you
Because
put
I-
it off,
Because I think this will be spectacularly horrific, I'm going to accept that hero point, sir.
beautiful.
Oh, Peter Parker review.
Mhm. Man. Okay.
This is going to be great. I'm so excited.
I'm just glad you don't have time to act on it now.
So, everybody gets a nice, beautiful massage from Gemma. They get some tough, matronly advice from Gemma. Everybody gets their life sort of evaluated, and I think we should fast forward to the gala,
Yeah.
which happens to be at the Freedom City Super Museum, which is a museum that was opened to specifically showcase superhero artifacts. Anything related to superheroes, not just artifacts. It is around 8 p.m. when the gala begins, and I will say the gentle live music floats through the air, combining with the lazy burble of a fountain to provide a sedate atmosphere for the patrons gathered for the Super Museum's newest exhibition. Banners throughout the atrium proclaim the secrets of Adrian Eldritch, and display cases throughout the room display magical baubles, notes, photographs, and even the former Master Mage's iconic blue-gray suit, complete with the Cloak of Flight. Despite the surreal subject matter, the crowd remains lukewarm, clearly divided between those with a passion for museums and those with a passion for superheroes. I have a map for you all.
Oh no. Map is a bad sign.
Map was a good sign.
So
This
what
museum is
order
big.
what order do you think everybody arrives at the museum?
I would
bet.
imagine since I'm working, I should probably try to get there fairly early, like before things get started.
And
That was my thought.
how are you and Tracy dressed? Overdrive.
I have probably rented a tux because I don't imagine I actually own one. And it's probably like the wrong style of tux. It's probably like a high school prom tux. And like, oh, this is like the wrong fancy outfit. I try to assume Tracy is well dressed and probably annoyed that I'm dressed somewhat buffoonishly. I will, of course, introduce her to some folks. I assume New Horizon would have sent a photographer maybe along.
Yeah. Do you have
in the
a
21st century?
Yeah? Do you have a photographer in mind?
I don't know whoever is convenient to your evil plot. I mean, whatever is best for the story, Alex.
Yeah, I don't know if Dave has a friend who is a cameraman who is less who's more like, yeah, do it, dude. Just go out with both of them.
I feel like that should probably be happening. Yes,
I get a feeling the cameraman's name is Cody.
Oh!
There it is.
You know, if we're going for multiversal crossovers, I think that's probably a thing. Yeah, the cameraman has to be Cody. Oh God,
I love it.
the multiverse is growing.
I put all of your tokens over here in the right side of the map. You guys can spread out as you want.
I feel like the cameraman that has like he's ripped the sleeves off his tux and he's got the
Yo, I gotta stay classy when I'm on the job, you know.
No jacket, just a vest, because a vest is just a sleeveless shirt.
Yes.
he's Charlie Sheen from the baseball movie. God damn it, why can't I think of it?
I know what you're talking about.
The Sandlot? No.
No, the Cleveland Indians one.
They filmed that in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. They filmed it like 25 miles from where I live, or parts of it anyway.
Oh, that's
I
awesome.
can't remember what that's called either.
I know.
Field of
because our
Dreams?
brains- No.
No.
Insert random baseball movie.
Yeah.
Moneyball?
Anyway. No.
Major League.
That's it. Major League.
Major League 1 and Major League 2.
Yeah, I forgot there was a sequel. Yeah.
There's actually a third one too.
Oh god. Oh, hey, Karen's dog is at this gala. I just saw that.
Just the dog.
It's the dog.
Well, there's two of them. Uh-oh, one of them might be Karen.
They don't have transmogrification magic.
But I want Centuria to either walk in last or close to last. So whoever walks in.
Yeah, Fletch is going to be fashionably late.
So Dave is here first?
You know it's the apocalypse now.
Well, Dave shows up
So
first
it's
because he's
outside.
working.
Oh, yeah.
So he has to be there. He has to be there before the thing actually starts. I'd imagine Resident Gemma will show up pretty close to the opening. She'd want to get there before everyone's kind of inundating Sala. She'd like to, at least go up and talk to him for a little bit of time.
Perfect. He has not made his appearance yet, but you do come in and you see Dave with Tracy and the cameraman taking pictures of a couple of things. There are some waiters moving around with hors d'oeuvres and champagne flutes, stuff like that.
Okay, so Gemma has on a relatively stylish evening gown. She has a silver sash at her waist. The dress itself is kind of a dark blue, kind of flecked with silver, so it kind of reflects the light a little bit. She's got on a pair of strappy 2-inch heels that she's wearing that just they're at least more functional than anything else that she could find. And she's actually got a very ornate bun braid combination of her hair with a pair of chopsticks set in it to kind of finish off the motif. And she's got a dark gray shawl that she's got around her shoulders.
Excellent. Does that mean Mortis is next?
Sure.
What it sounds like.
Yep. So Mortis will arrive with Nick on his arm. Mortis is wearing a black tuxedo. It's been tailored to fit him very well. And he's got a accent of silver for the neck, for the tie, and a pocket square. It's also had the same silver kind of hint. And Nick is wearing a very similar tuxedo, but he's got a splash of purple.
Awesome. And he is wearing the biggest smile you've seen in a while. You're not sure if he's excited to just be out in public with you, or if he's excited to be out with his own Freedom League member, or if he's just glad for a night on the town. He probably really loves the museum, honestly, based on his upbringing.
Yep. So yeah. So we go in and we start mingling, and yeah.
Derek, do you see that over there? I think that's one of Madame Zero's freeze rays.
Probably is. I wonder if any of the other heroes from like Emerald City or anyone's coming.
Oh, I don't know.
It's been a long time since we've seen Gatekeeper.
Do you think he come all the way out here?
Maybe. Depends on how if he's dealing with the end of the world or not.
Yeah. Well, you would know about the end of the world now. Centuria.
So Centuria shows up about like 20-ish minutes late. And she walks in and she has just been like debating whether she even wants to come. But when she walks in, like a lot of eyes turn her way because she's dressed. I don't know if you guys have seen Anastasia.
Mm-hmm.
But the dress that Anastasia wears to the theater, like the really deep purple Has some shimmer to it. It also has like a little, almost like a cape type thing that has shimmer all throughout it. She's wearing like a bulky, chunky silver necklace and earrings, and she has. This is the cleanest you've ever seen this Centuria, because she's literally been like back from the apocalypse since she got back. So she just looks literally like amazing, and she walks in and she just sort of looks nervous and immediately tries to locate Resonant.
I feel like Cody, that the cameraman is Cody now. It's happened. It's done. Dave's last name is Collins, so Cody calls him DC. So Dave is, trying to, talk to Tracy, make sure she's feeling happy about being here, and he will elbow rather roughly into Dave's ribs. Yo, DC, check this action rolling in the door right here. Oh man.
Oh no!
And Dave will turn to look, and then it's warm in here. All of a sudden, he's pulling out the collar and trying to it's Tracy. There's like we could get some more herbs or something, and trying to like steer her away from the entrance.
High or low?
Oh god.
Oh no.
Low.
Oh no.
Because Dave is low.
Oh no!
She locks eyes with Centuria.
Oh shit.
Centuria will change direction and come over there.
And Tracy will grab you around your arm and hold your hand, Dave.
Okay.
You see Centuria's eyes like flick down to the hand holding and then back up. Hi, Dave. Hi, you must be Tracy.
Yes.
Who's your friend, Dave?
Oh, I'm Kate.
Yeah, yes, Kate, Centuria. I work for New Horizon Media, so I got stories, on the Freedom League and things.
I've heard so many wonderful things about you, Tracy. It's really nice to meet you. He should honestly be so happy that he's with you. He's really lucky.
I've heard literally nothing about you.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
Do you work
she
with
sorta,
David often?
Looks down. What?
Do you work with David often?
Recently more often, but before about 2 weeks ago, no. Oh, I forgot. Centuria has a clutch, like a long clutch, and Davy is in it. So that you can't see him, but he's still here.
Is he wearing a tuxedo?
Yes. He is wearing a tuxedo.
I really want to spend a hero point to make Davy visible.
Dude!
I mean, shoot, you all want Davy to be visible?
You're gonna use a hero point for that. I feel as though when Centuria was approaching, Cody was like, yo, she sees me, she's coming right over. And then he is uncharacteristically silent and his jaw is on the floor when this whole interaction is happening with Tracy and Dave and Centuria.
Cody's looking from Dave to the two women.
She looks at Cody and she's like, hello.
Hey, what's up? I'm Cody. Cody Wireman. What?
And then she just sort of ignores him, goes back to David Tracy.
It's Cody.
I'm gonna go find Gemma, but it was really nice to meet you. I'm glad I finally got to meet the girl he's always talking about. And then she's gonna walk away.
So Dave's face is alternating between gratitude and horror at this whole situation. And it's just warm in here.
Roll an insight check, Dave.
It's the couch tonight. 7. God.
You got hero points. You can't keep them all.
Yeah, it's 950, bruh.
That's a good point. Although, it's almost better to not. But no, I think for story purposes, I should spend that hero point. And that's actually... Oh, that is just a 17, yes. So 17.
Tracy relaxes a little bit. You think she appreciated what Centuria just said?
Ooh.
there's still an edge there, but there is definitely, she feels a little less on guard at the moment.
Meanwhile, Centuria walks up to Gemma and she's like, "That was awful."
Gemma's holding a glass of wine, and she puts it up. She puts it up to her lips. She takes a very small sip of it, and she goes, "I told him he was supposed to talk to her yesterday, but apparently he didn't listen to me.
Talk to her about what?
The whole issue he was having with telling Tracy how he was feeling."
And then Bowman walks in.
So yeah, Fletch arrives, not wearing a, I guess, extremely formal tuxedo so much, more like a open, I guess, navy blue blazer jacket situation over like a white shirt, probably navy trousers as well. His shoes are, I imagine, like, they're very nice looking shoes. I don't know if they're super formal. I'm trying to imagine like what kind of formal shoe you can get that you're also able to move very swiftly and nothing's immediately coming to mind. So I don't know, maybe they're just loafers or something like that.
Comes in like business casual almost to
Yeah.
a very formal event.
Yeah, but he tries to make it his own thing. It's clear that like he doesn't know how to do formal, but usually no one calls him on it anyways. And yeah, I guess he would have driven himself there. He would have driven himself and Sophie there. Try to appear less gaudy by having a driver, and instead by driving his own car. And because I'm channeling my inner child, it'll be a lot of. I don't know what car manufacturers exist in this universe, but it'll be like a black Ferrari or something like that, a Barchetta with the top down, like 12-year-old me would have wanted. And yeah, he will walk in. I don't know what Sophie's. I mean, I assume Sophie dressed herself in something very nice.
Yes. Do you want to describe what she's wearing, or do you want me to try to figure it out?
I only Googled men's fashion, so I can't help you there. I have no idea what a blazer is.
She is wearing a very nice silver evening gown. And she has a clutch, and she is wearing nice white shoes, and she has a few bracelets and things that she's wearing in addition to the sort of sparkling dress. It's very, not necessarily very tight, but it fits her form very well, and there is a little bit of a leg thing going on where you could see a lot of leg on the left.
So this is probably the first time Fletch has, I guess, seen her like this. So there probably was a bit of a pause when he arrived to pick her up, but I don't know how comfortable the car ride was.
She was kind of ragging on you for bringing a Ferrari to pick her up the whole time anyway.
Really? I mean, I didn't want to be, ostentatious or anything because of our conversation earlier. I didn't bring a limo. This is literally the cheapest car that I own.
Yeah, I drive a Chevy Spark.
He just said, "Oh, this old thing," and it's a freaking Ferrari.
Yeah, I usually get around on those scooters you have to rent on the sidewalk.
Oh. Yeah, you really shouldn't sit on those. Look, Sophie, I know I can be, well, me sometimes, but this whole thing, the car, the being gone for 2 weeks, it's not everything that I am.
Yeah, if I didn't know that, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now, Trust Fund.
Okay.
Let's go get some food and she'll wink at you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Also, I gotta introduce you to someone. And he will also start looking for Gemma.
Gemma is apparently the rallying point.
Team Mom! Everybody go see Team Mom! But yeah, Sophie will go over with you to Gemma and Centuria, where Centuria and Gemma's conversation is going on.
I hope we're not interrupting.
Oh,
Centuria
not-
looks distressed.
not at all.
Fletch.
Everyone, this is Sophie. Sophie, this is everyone. Well, at least two of everyone.
At that point, Mortis and Nick will be making their way over.
And here's some more of everyone.
It's more
Hi.
everyone.
Everyone,
Kate.
how?
I know a lot of people. The one person I was specifically talking about is Gemma, of course. But I mean, everybody, if you go ahead and introduce yourselves. This is my friend Sophie. We've been working together.
4 a lot to you?
Is it not?
Oh, you're lucky you're cute. Okay.
Yeah, this is the first time Bowman has been like maximum Fletch in front of, I guess, the team. So it's probably a bit jarring.
And we're trying to sit here preserving your secret identity for you.
No, you don't have to do that.
No?
He's like a completely different person.
Right. My name is Gemma. I'm the owner and proprietor of Phoenix Books, outside of the city. It's a small bookstore and massage and Reiki parlor.
I heard about that place. I heard a lot of good things from people who've been out that way.
Oh, well, thank you. I try my best to help out the people that I'm working with within the community that I'm living. I'm on a couple of the neighborhood watches for the area. You know, being so close to Freedom City, there's a lot of stuff that happens just seemingly at random that nobody really helps out with. Hopefully that's changing soon, but you know, we'll see it. Hopefully.
Do you know, Fletch and I have both been talking about the same sort of issue. So thanks for pitching in.
Oh, no, not a problem. You know, I always felt like, you know, where I had my home was what I needed to be willing to, you know, watch out for.
How do you feel about being a small business owner here in Freedom City? How's it treating you, especially as a woman?
It's a challenge. It's a little bit of a challenge. I think I grew from word of mouth. I'd like the book business to pick up a lot more than the Reiki and the massage. I don't. It's just myself. I have a trainee that I'm working with. She'll be very good when the training's complete, but that's going to be a little bit. So, I mean, it's tough, especially being outside of the city proper. There's not usually a lot of traffic.
Well, at least you get to vet your customers and make sure the people who are coming to see you mean it. That's got to be a good thing.
True. You know, there's always one or two that slip through, but a couple of sessions usually even keels things.
What about Space Princess here? What's your deal?
Manchuria just keeps looking at her, not realizing that she's talking about her.
Kate, I think she means you.
Oh, I'm Kate. And then she sort of gets this panicked look on her face and glances at Gemma because she realizes that she didn't think of a backstory for herself, and says, I do things. Nice to meet you.
Kate and I go way back.
And then she sees Kate just like lift her little clutch to her mouth and like whisper something to it, and she whispers, "That was horrible. I'm so sorry. Did you even see that? That was garbage."
I can't see anything. You won't let me out.
Sorry. It wouldn't go well here.
We could take her.
I don't want to take her. She seems nice-ish, even though she just called me Space Princess. But yeah, I'm Kate, so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Kate. If you want to do stuff with us, just let me know. Fletch and I are working on a lot of exciting stuff down in the city. We can use as many volunteers as we could take.
Yeah, and an extra pair of hands might actually, give you something to do during your downtime when you're not busy with your normal job.
She'll look at her hands and she'll say, "Yeah, I have extra hands."
Perfect.
Mitchell's look
Perfect.
over at Mortis.
And with that, I'll cut in really fast. A pleasure to meet you. My name is Derek, and this is my partner, Nicholas. We volunteer at the LGBT Youth Center here in Freedom City, so I'm interested to hear what you're trying to, what work you're doing, and sounds exciting.
Yeah, she'll actually rattle off the name of the place that you volunteer at. She says, "Yeah, I spent some time down there too. It's there's a lot of places all over the city that need a lot of help with everything that's been going on. There's even with the Freedom League being missing for 2 weeks or whatever, there's been a lot of stuff going on that needs to be addressed. I mean, crime's up, people are desperate, people are hungry, there aren't as many opportunities, there's not as much work going around. And Fletch and I are working together to try to make that better for folks. We're trying to open more places for people to come and get help when they need it. People of all kinds. Derek and Nick, if you guys are interested, we just opened we're in the process of opening a new community center down on the south side. If any of you would like to swing by and take a look and volunteer, maybe when it first opens up.
Yeah, it sounds exciting. Yeah.
Look at that, Fletch. You do know 4 people.
Told you. See, I knew if you came here, it would be a lot more beneficial than me just bringing anybody.
He actually knows 5 people, but Dave is over there.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I know him. He's a reporter, right? New Horizon.
Yes.
Yeah, he could probably help cover some of the good works you're trying to do, and probably maybe help get some funding.
Yeah, he's gonna need a different cameraman than that guy. I know that guy.
He was quite strange, wasn't he?
It's Cody.
Yes, well, other than Dave, I can't really speak for the staff of the competition. But I do.
Oh yeah, Fletch,
I do
that's
know
right.
that
They are a competing newspaper to you, aren't they?
they are.
Well,
but,
your family. You don't really do anything with that, right?
I'm in and out of the building. I know my way around the printing presses. The ink, the black and the white on the paper.
You and Space Princess must have gone to school together. All those extra hands.
Yeah, no, we definitely we've had similar experiences.
Centuria just giggles.
I don't know. Is Dave busy? Maybe we can wave him over. Bring Dave and Tracy over, and Cody. Let's just
wave everybody.
these are all my friends.
With that, Derek nudges Nick. Is that Marcus over there? I think we should go say hi. Walk out.
Spooky, you're bailing on me. Come on, man.
Seeing Mortis and getting a pretty good read of the room with Cody, Gemma's gonna grab Kate by the arm and say, "I think there's a couple of pieces over here from, from, darn it, Adrian's early days. You want to come take a look with me?"
Centuria will look back at Dave and make like eye contact with him, and then look back at Gemma and be like, "Yeah."
And she'll.
There's a swelling of string music.
I was gonna say, what emotions am I getting from Centuria right now?
She's like, I don't know. She's trying to be like supportive of Dave and what he wants, but she's also very, very deeply hurting that like he's not with her because they were together so long, and then she thought he was dead, and I guess he was dead, and now she's back and he's alive, but he's with somebody else.
Okay, so you're a big old ball of conflicting emotions as well. So she'll give you, she'll reach up and she'll give you a squeeze on the upper part of the arm, and she'll just kind of offer you like that. She'll offer you her hand, her arm, and you guys can kind of go wandering off talking about girl things.
She will definitely take it.
All right. As Dave makes his way over to where Fletcher and Sophie are, they do announce the guest of honor. You guys do see Sala, who you recognize from the Nerian Nexus assault. He looks a lot better when he's not, dying of snake venom. Sort of a handsome, older Egyptian man who he's dressed in a tan suit that's got a number of different ornamental golden necklaces and bracelets and bangles and things. And they announce him. He comes up on the main stage, and everybody sort of stays silent for a moment. He lists his champagne flute and says, "I'd like to propose a toast to my husband, Adrian, for doing the things that needed to be done to keep this world safe, and for ensuring that there was another wave of heroes who could carry on his mantle." He seems kind of quiet and soft-spoken, so he doesn't say a whole lot. He does tell a little bit of a joke about a story of Adrian dealing with Seven when she first became his apprentice. And then he says, "I hope everybody enjoys the gala, enjoys the exhibit. Thank you, good night." And he just sort of goes down and starts mingling with folks around the room, if anybody's interested in speaking with him.
Yeah, I think Gemma would take Kate and head in Sala's direction.
Awesome. The rest of you, the music comes to an awkward halt, and the room's chatter dies down as the atrium fountain malfunctions, spewing water to the ceiling and across a dozen guests before falling silent. A moment later, ominous fog sweeps across the floor, and the waters erupt into a humanoid figure. Several partygoers panic and rush for the exits, only to find the way blocked as a massive man-shaped mass of stone bursts through one entry, and a figure of living fire explodes through another. The watery form looms over the crowd and sneers. "Well, well, Freedom City's tiny minds once again gathered to exalt their betters. It's really as if you were born to worship." He flows onto the floor, ripping a pearl necklace from an elderly woman's neck. "But what is worship without a proper tithe, I ask you?" The stone man booms over his watery partner's speech. "Time to pay up, folks." And that's where we're going to end this week's episode.
Oh, I want a bunch of them.
Do we recognize them?
You do recognize them. They are the Factor 4. There are only 3 of them, but they are the Factor 4.
3 that we see.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I gotta stealth out of here so I can go get changed.
Right.
So yeah, I'll just show you all that. I'll show it again on the stream when we come back next week.
Oh man.
But yeah, everybody will start the next session with a free hero point because of the complication of you all being in your civilian identities when this happens. And Overdrive will also get an extra hero point for his issues. So I'll make a note of that.
Plural.
Plural.
Super plural. Yeah, well, thank you everybody for hanging out with us tonight. That was so much fun.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Secret ID drama.
Yeah. That was a fight-free episode, but there was so much. Like,
What was
I didn't
going
realize
on?
that till just we hung it up. I'm like, we didn't throw. Oh wait, that's not true. I did punch Nova out. Sorry.
Yeah, there you
Sorry,
go.
Nova.
That
Sorry,
wasn't so.
Nova.
That wasn't so much a fight as a one-sided argument.
Yeah. I was not expecting to put the Paragon down. That's. I thought, oh please let me hold her off till everybody else gets back.
Yeah, that was an unexpected roll.
Mm-hmm.
I messaged Kat on the break, and I was like, if this was an at-home game, I'd be like, let's order pizza and just go super late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't want it to end. I'm so sad.
Oh yeah, I know. If work wasn't coming fast, I'd be like, screw it, let's go for it.
Let's just
I
fight
wanna
these guys.
I want to see more of Sophie. I'm glad she's like really awesome because we made her up like 30 minutes before the game.
Last minute NPCs, best NPCs.
Oh,
I'm
so
like having a good time with the whole love triangle thing. Like it's been amazing.
There's so many triangles.
I know.
Sophie's gonna be a problem.
I'm
Oh man, when she said the Freedom League's been gone for 2 weeks after having the conversation about Fletch being gone for 2 weeks, I was like, uh-oh.
Oh.
smarter than the average NPC.
I'm smarter than the average NPC.
So yeah, thank you again, everybody, for hanging out with us tonight. We are back in full swing here at the Untold Stories Project this week. Sorry about last week with my tonsillitis taking us out on Tuesday and Wednesday, but we will be back tomorrow with Born of Rage, the penultimate episode of the season. I'm very excited for that. That's our Werewolf the Apocalypse game, and then we are premiering our Monster of the Week game this Wednesday. So that is going to be a brand new series that's coming here from the Untold Stories Project with a brand new GM and a bunch of fun, interesting new players who are familiar on some of the shows we've had in the past, and some are who are brand new to the channel. So if you're here, please go ahead and give them some love on Wednesday. They're really going to do a great job. I'm for one, I'm excited just to see how that all plays out. On Friday, we also have an episode of Something Dragons, which is our Pathfinder podcast, and we just opened our UntoldStoriesProject.com website, which has a whole bunch of fun stuff on it. We have our blog on there, we have access to our merch store, we have access to a calendar that just says all it all's going on around here, and we have a contest going on right now for short fiction and for art. So if you're an artist who wants to do a picture or a painting related to gaming, there's a chance to win a prize for that. And same thing for anyone who is interested in writing short fiction of 1,500 to 2,000 words. I'll be sharing the parameters in a blog post very soon. So that's open throughout the month of May. We're very excited to have people hanging out with us. I'm going to give everybody a chance to say goodbye and plug anything else they want to plug, and then we'll get out of here. Starting with Kevin.
Okay, well, I mean, what else is there to plug? There's so much great stuff happening here on the Untold Stories Project, so hopefully you're going to check that out. I guess the website is live now. The contest's up. We got great shows. Yeah, be there. I will see you next week for more drama. Over to you, Jonesy.
Awesome. Tomorrow night, Born of Rage. I'll be your storyteller for the evening, and we have an exciting game coming in the not too distant future that I'll be jamming for the channel. And you can find me on Twitter and all that cool stuff. Kate, what about you?
Okay, hi. I thank you guys for hanging out with us. This is my favorite type of episode because I'm all for the role-playing aspect of the game. So I had a great time, and I hope you did too. I'm not on any shows right now besides this one, so I don't really have anything to plug except for all the things that Alex already told you. So I am good. Other than that, I'm just gonna pass it to Andy.
Yep. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with us this evening and hanging out with us whenever you join us, whether it be here on Twitch when we're live or if you watch it on YouTube afterwards. We're thankful for any of the support that you give to a small group like us as we attempt to bring you some really good outside the norm role-playing games. As for things to plug, we will be back in a couple of weeks with the finale of our Cthulhu game. We got that rescheduled, and you'll be finding out more information about that soon. And yeah, Storyforge is back up and running. So new episode went live last week for Monster of the Week. We're probably trying to do about once every 2 weeks for new episodes for that. So keep your eyes open for that. We do have a backlog of some issues out there on YouTube if you want to take a look at any of those videos. Definitely, I can say with the help of the amazing people here, the quality of the most recent videos is a heck of a lot better than it initially was, just because I was getting my feet underneath me for something like that, since I'd never really ventured out into this type of venture, I suppose. So definitely take a look and see if you like it and come back for more. Calvin?
Okay. I also want to say this episode was awesome. Had a great time being Maximum Fletch. So maybe I'll do that for a bit. As again for me, you can find me here on Mondays, along with all the other awesome shows on this channel. But you can also, if you want to hear more of my voice, you can check me out on the Win with Dice channel, where every Wednesday at noon EST, we upload a weekly GM tip podcast. We were doing a lot of focus on Lancer stuff recently, so if you're interested in like what running a Lancer game is like, our last episode was pretty good. And we also did a character creation episode for players who want to know how to build a person and the mech. And we're going to be streaming, I believe, sometime this week. I'm not sure, but check out our Twitter and our YouTube channel so you can see when that goes up. And that is about it for me.
Awesome. That's all I've got too. So we will be back here again, same bat time, same bat channel next week, to pick up with. I'm probably gonna call the episode the Pentagram Peril again, because that was we got through the first like 3 paragraphs of the module tonight.
You had to do all the deep massages and the deep conversations.
Drama.
That was more important.
All the angst.
It was good angst. It's always great
Call
angst.
next episode In Too Deep. I don't know.
Oh.
Oh, we're gonna end up on the wrong channel then. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Awesome.
Fathom's Folly.
Oh.
Alright, well, everybody, thank you again for watching. Please make good choices. Wear your mask, be a hero. We will see you next time.